Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Mississippi State's offense will start this game off. The trophy might look like an egg, but you better not be fragile. You better have a hard shell if you're going to come out in this one, guys.
And the three of us have called this game in the past. We've been in the stadiums. We've felt the hate between Mississippi and Mississippi State, right, David?
It's real, man. It's so cool to see. It's so important to both sides. Handling the emotion early will be a big deal.
Looking for room. It's Markham. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Mississippi State right back to the line. The Golden Egg made its home in Stark Vegas after the Bulldogs pulled out a close one the last time they met.
Well, Mississippi State is generally regarded as the blue-collar school in state, and they won that game last year in blue-collar fashion. Physical, and they beat Ole Miss down.
And found a way to win the game late. Exactly right. That's exactly what I was thinking when I think of Mississippi State. Blue-collar, hard-working, make you earn everything you give.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
At the 45, on his way. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires it. It's complete. Oh, what a caught. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Ole Miss offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of the defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Feeling some heat. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Rebels will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Mississippi State going up tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Marco. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They move the tight end all over. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Handoff to the single back. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Makes his connection. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. The play action fake. Throwing right. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He leaves it with his back. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Gonna run it. It's Adkins. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Mississippi State right back to the line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Walker. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Maurice, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
And I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive covered 55 yards for the score and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake. Now to throw. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He's back to throw on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. This time on target. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Aerial assault continues. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Mississippi State going up tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. On the return, it's Walker. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Makes the pass. And the ball is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're bringing heat. Might be looking to run. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes separated by about 100 miles battling here in the Egg Bowl, you know emotions tend to run high. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the back. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking to throw on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Algier. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? From the gun, running back gets the give. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And this center down gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Mississippi State right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He makes the connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, the quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Off the RPO, complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They go to the ground. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. It's loose. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. Oh, what a move!
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
He'll keep it himself. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Mississippi State going up tempo. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They'll put the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Adkins. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Offense gets set for second down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Leaves it with the running back. On the move at the 30. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They're going to ride this running back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. He wants to throw. Works the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth quarter lead. The Hottie Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
And the extra point splits the uprights and the lead balloons to 15. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And they swarm him under. Mississippi State right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. After the run, now to throw. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He tries to take the top off. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Excellent field position here for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. And the ball squirted out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
And I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running backs fumble, they get benched. Well, this offense, they're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. But how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end, that speed off the edge?
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. But good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack play.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Pulls it in inside the 10. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They want to just keep throwing it. Scrambling away. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. To the air on 1st down. He's going to run it. Pulls it in. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. On 2nd down, he'll fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Rebels hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Running back searching for a hole. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.